My name is Ryan McNeil,
Michael Frieri.
and welcome back to the Brinx and Hearse podcast.
Welcome
We're
back. Wow.
It's a Christmas special, baby. We weren't skimping. We weren't skimping. You know we would get you.
No, sir. And today this is our third Christmas episode, am I correct?
It actually would be, yes. We did the three-parter in 2022, but it was when we were used to the shorter episodes.
Yes. Okay.
So it was about 1 hour of content. So this is technically our third Christmas special.
So today we're gonna do something a little different. As per, you keep it fresh. You know, we can't just keep doing the same thing. We are doing what we declare the Christmas Spirit Draft, the CSD.
The CSD, baby.
And like every good draft, you know how it goes. We go one by one. We draft our top. So we're doing 4 categories of Christmas spirit. That would be 1, movies, 2, songs, 3, episodes, and 4, Christmas specials.
And the songs category, we are doing specific versions of a song. So if you pick, White Christmas, you can't pick all the White Christmases. You got to pick a specific artist.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, how do you know how you want to administer the draft?
It's a good question. I will defer the first pick to you, Mikey.
All right.
Yes, this scheme's mostly your creation, so I defer the first pick to you, and that you can pick any order. We're not doing a movie round, a TV round. You can pick your movie first, your movie last, whatever it is.
Okay, I like that. So, like, my first overall pick of all the Christmas spirit is what you're saying.
Yeah, it can be anything. You can pick anything at any moment.
All right, now I really need to look here. What do I really want to lock down?
So yeah, we'll come up with 12 total pieces of media that will be our representation of Christmas spirit.
Okay.
We can see who has the hollier or jollier Christmas spirit repertoire.
I think I'm just gonna lock in a movie here.
Okay.
And this was my number 1 desired movie for the draft, and that is It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, good pick.
Was that on your radar or no?
100%. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
In fairness, though, I mean, quick aside, It's a Wonderful Life. I mean, it's a safe pick. It's just a great movie.
Well, yeah. I mean, I watch it every Christmas.
Independent of Christmas.
Such a great, great movie overall. Great message. It's just about everything Christmas as you can get.
Yes, and I think it's one of those where it's one of those movies everyone should see. Just show you what it's all about.
Oh, yeah.
George Bailey is the richest man in Bedford Falls for a reason.
Yeah, I mean,
He's a good guy.
Well, with all those friends, he truly is the richest
Yes,
man.
I know. That's a one must measure wealth.
From all walks of life, I truly think that this should be on like your bucket list of movies to watch.
100%, yeah. And I mean, there's people who, don't really like old movies, don't really like black and white movies, but It's a Wonderful Life is one of those universal languages almost.
It did definitely like take me a while to like actually start to like it. I guess as I got older, started.
It's pretty long too.
Yeah, it's very long and it's very boring stuff. I gotta say, like it's all about banking and like
That's fair.
Like the banking crisis, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's boring stuff, but that's kind of how you relate to it now. Your life isn't as exciting as it was when you were a kid, so
yeah.
And you really still need to, kids look forward to Christmas because you get the presents.
Yeah.
But now, Once a Wonderful Life tells you there's a whole lot more in Christmas. All right. Anyway, that's my number 1 overall pick of all Christmas and in general.
Great pick. Great first pick in the CSD.
Thank you.
Are you going to be keeping track of your 12?
Oh, yeah. I was just that's actually a good idea because I was just crossing it out.
Okay. Let me set mine up to get ready for my 12. But my first pick, I will also be going with a movie though.
Okay.
And this is a movie. If I would have picked this one, even if I did have the number 1 pick. No knock on It's a Wonderful Life as a number 1 pick though, but I'm going with what I think is the best Christmas movie, and again, just a phenomenal movie through and through. I'm locking in Home Alone.
Yep. Gotta cross that out because that was on my list.
I mean, I think more than maybe more than any other Christmas movie. Honestly, this is the one you kind of got to watch every year. Um, to me,
Indeed.
it's just so wholesome. It's still hilarious. Performances are fantastic. Macaulay Culkin gives one of the best kid performances of all time, really. So it's
Yeah.
it's my number one pick for a reason.
And the mother. I mean, the mother is also such a great
Yes,
character.
yeah, and it could have been very easy for some of these performances, to get a little zany. It's kind of a fun comedy with a kid, but everyone commits very hard, and it makes the emotional punches hit
And
that much more.
I think I mentioned this before, but I also like how, like, Home Alone is seen as this, like, utmost staple Christmas movie, but to be honest, it isn't all that Christmassy. It just kind of happens to happen around the holidays.
Fair,
But it's like, I feel like even if it wasn't like had those underlying themes of Christmas, it still would have been like a really damn good movie.
yeah,
But like Christmas kind of drives it home, where one, it's the
yeah.
reason why they left. Two, that's when you always want to be surrounded by loved ones, and he was not.
Yes.
He was quite the
No,
opposite.
he was
He
not.
was Home
He quite
Alone.
the opposite.
The
Yeah,
motherfucker.
it was in the title of the damn movie.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Anyway,
did like how
good pick.
when I studied abroad last year, there was some signs for titles on Disney Plus, and one of them was Home Alone, but it was like 7 words in another language, and I was like, what is the foreign translation of Home Alone? And apparently in Europe, Home Alone is called Mom, I Missed the Plane.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that very bad title.
He didn't
But
miss they forgot him. Mom,
yeah,
you
he didn't. He
forgot
didn't even get
me.
to the
You
airport.
forgot me,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. But it was, not in Spain though, and I know that because of our roommate Victor. One time I was watching Home Alone, and he came around the corner
You said,
sophomore
Mom,
year
I
and looked
forgot
at.
to get on the plane?
He said, he went, solo en casa. I was like, what did you just say? He went, solo en casa, alone at home. I was like, oh, got you.
Well, that one works, I guess.
That one works, yes.
Yeah.
But yes, Home Alone. I mean, loved far and wide. Fantastic movie. And we're both movie people. No surprise, they were the first two picks. But I think that was gonna be my number one pick, probably no matter what. It's Wonderful Life. Gonna be your number one pick, no matter what. Things are gonna probably get a little dicier now because we want to diversify our portfolio. We don't want to pick 3 songs at the very end or 3 TV episodes at the very end or something like that.
It's also very interesting because, like, I feel like I could just go all in on movies right now.
Fair.
Because I feel like those hold the most Christmas spirit.
Mm-hmm. Should we make a rule you can't pick 2 of the same category in a row?
That's a very good idea. Let's do that.
Okay. So you got to hop.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you hop, you just got to hop.
I'm gonna go over to specials here.
Okay. Okay.
I think I gotta lock in Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
That's what I had a feeling you were going to be putting one foot in front of the other.
That's my like. All right, this is the last movie I watched for Christmas because Santa Claus is coming tonight.
Is this your Christmas Eve movie, correct? You watch this every Christmas Eve, Christmas Day? What is it?
This is a Christmas Eve. It's a
This is
Wonderful
a
Life.
Christmas Eve
Santa
staple.
Claus is Coming to Town. Both my Christmas Eves.
Gotcha.
Christmas Day is another movie. There is another movie for Christmas Day. I don't know if I'm gonna pick it yet, but
Okay.
we'll see.
Okay. Let's see, where should I hop to next? I think I might. Ooh, I'm also hopping to TV specials. I'm
Okay,
also hopping to
okay.
TV specials. This is something I have. I think I said in our very first episode was one of my favorite pieces of Christmas media. Period. I think it's just a wonderful, wonderful special, and that is Charlie Brown Christmas.
See,
Oh, you wanted that one.
I was between the two. I didn't really know which one.
No, not Santa Claus Coming Down. Fantastic, obviously, but yeah, Charlie Brown Christmas just
Yeah.
it's just so understated but so effective, and I mean that album is, I mean, because it's a jazz album made for a children's TV special, maybe doesn't get the recognition it deserves. It's an unbelievable album. It is absolutely perfect. It fits the tone very well,
Yeah.
and I mean it's a Charlie Brown.
I got that
It's-
Grinch on vinyl.
We've been watching it for 60 years for a reason.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that sounds so smooth on vinyl too.
Oh, you know it. You know it.
Oh, I bet it starts snowing once you play that. Once the needle hits, it just starts snowing outside
Who's the
automatically.
kid that plays the piano again?
Schroeder.
Oh, Schroeder's really just tickling him there. He's tickling. All right. Movies are back in play.
Yes, they are.
Specials are out for me and for you eventually. Um, hmm. Do I go back with a movie or do I mix it up here? I feel like there are so many Christmas episodes that I don't think we're gonna cross over for a single one.
I was thinking the same thing, so I feel like
I think I could save
unless
all my Christmas episodes. Is what I'm
yeah,
saying.
obviously towards the end if we have to double up because we just didn't space it out right, that's what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's like we might have a couple episodes maybe, but I could definitely see us not even being close.
Okay. Uh. Hmm. Hmm. This is tough. This is really tough.
Is this stuff I'm looking at oof. Oh,
I think I gotta lock in my second movie.
what are you eyeing? What are you eyeing?
I think you know. Take a guess. Take a guess.
I'm gonna guess we're taking a trip to visit Walter Hobbs. Is this Elf?
We are visiting Walter Oz.
Yes.
Very good, Ryan. All right. Elf is
that
my third pick of the draft. One of the best comedy movies of all time, I would have to say. One of the best Christmas movies.
I agree.
Yeah.
I know multiple people who are who do not celebrate Christmas, but that's one of the movies they watch every single year.
Yeah.
Just because it's that funny and it gets them in the holiday spirit.
It is just so good. It is so good.
Yeah.
It's actually on Broadway right now, and Samwise Gamgee is
Oh,
playing
cool.
Santa Claus.
Is he?
Yes, yes.
Wow. I will say one thing about Elf, which I bet Sean Astin is a better Santa Claus. Like I don't have a real problem with the Santa Claus in Elf, but he's kind of mean. He's
He's a little bit of a dick. I gotta say.
yeah. He's not very comforting.
Yeah.
It's like when they made the change with the Dumbledores almost, where the second Dumbledore was just kind of like he's a little
Much more
aggressive.
like- yeah. Much more
He's not very
ruthless
comforting.
almost.
Not much of a comforting teacher, but anyway, that's interesting though. That is. I wonder how that play is because I know the musical version, so I think it's been quite popular.
Yeah, it goes from like November to July or January.
Okay.
I would say it's every Christmas season if I had to guess, but
Yeah, this is one where I believe like a lot of money's been thrown around to them try to make a sequel, but they just were never. They were never really gonna. They were never. Well, I know a lot of people. There was a little bit of tension on set with some of the people that they probably were never going to do a sequel anyway, no matter how successful it was. But
let me ask you a question.
but
Then.
no. Yes.
I think there will ultimately be like some successor to this, and I think it would be like just another elf. Who would you think would be able to play such a role? In like looking at all the actors now.
I'm gonna. A way I could see it happening is if they do like I guess a sequel far enough in the future where it's focused on their son that they have at the end of the first movie.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I could see something like that where that kid is played by Jacob Tremblay. You know the kid. He's in Good Boys. He's been in a few things where he's a very good actor. He's probably around 20 now, I think.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
You've definitely seen him in stuff. I will say when you asked me that, the first thing I thought of was I can picture very vividly Timothy Chalamet wearing the elf costume
Oh,
with the curls popping out under the hat and everything.
Oh, that's a really good.
Tell me you
pick.
can't see it.
I actually I just threw out the question. I didn't even have an answer, but that might be one of my top answers right now. That's a very good pick.
Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly for a plot. Maybe their son has to go back into the world to find something or somebody or something.
Maybe he has to like deal with the North Pole. Because like you got Buddy
where we
going
just stay in
to
North Pole.
York
That could
City.
be interesting.
Yeah. Because the
That could
North
be
Pole
interesting,
and Elf, it was so much character to it.
It's very whimsical.
Minus like the gray little work toy shop they had.
Yeah, that wasn't as
It
whimsical.
was very depressing. Like that's Santa's workshop. Anyway,
but yes, the outside is with the combining the stop motion and all that, which those effects still look great. But yeah, I mean, fantastic pick. So now for my third round, let's see here. I'm gonna. Ooh. I don't think I'm gonna go movie. I think I'm gonna bounce
Hmm.
somewhere else.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna bounce to. Let me lock in a song. Let me lock in a song here.
All right. Yeah, I'm interested where you're gonna go with this.
There's some great options. There's some absolutely fantastic options, and I'm gonna again. There's a lot of songs. There's another one where we might not overlap quite as much, but so I'm gonna lock in what I. If people ask me what's your favorite Christmas song, I say this one, and it's a "Christmas Baby, Please Come Home" by Darlene Love.
Oh, okay. I don't even have that on my radar.
Yeah, to me, it's a classic, just fantastic version. There's other great versions, 100%. U2 has a fantastic version of it, um, but that's the one I'm gonna lock in for songs, just to get that in there. So it's one I want to make sure I lock up for personal significance. There's a lot.
Um,
There's a lot of great songs out there.
hold on. What is it again?
Christmas Baby, Please Come Home.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm just writing it for my records.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The BT&H books are quite extensive.
Yes, yes. I actually started going to paper, just to like have it in my records. I usually have it on my notes app on my phone.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, look at this bad boy.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Little
I found,
Charizard.
oh, I found an old notebook of mine the other day where, from like I don't know, sixth or seventh grade, in the back there was like 10 pages of football player names for a fantasy football draft, and I like manually wrote them all and crossed them out when all of them got drafted.
Wow, I like that. We have
Yeah,
Luke and Johnny. We all have we would play like Mario Super Sluggers all the time, and we would like
yeah,
draft for a tournament. So we have like just these pages and pages of
yeah.
like our drafted Mario Super Sluggers teams. I don't know, something so satisfying about flipping through. Nope. Anyway, um,
Yes.
okay, Christmas Baby, Please Come Home. That is a great song. I totally forgot about that.
Hmm. Now we enter round four.
I am gonna go with a song now, actually, since you opened that door.
Hmm.
Um, I'm gonna
Broke the
go.
Christmas ceiling.
I'm gonna take this one because I know this is probably somewhere on your radar, and I just want
Hmm.
to snag it from you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Happy Xmas Warzone.
I knew it.
Yes, yes.
That's I was deciding between Christmas Baby, Please Come Home and John
Good,
Lennon.
good.
Damn.
You made the right choice. By John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Oh my God, one
Yes.
of my favorite songs for Christmas, and like
It's
just such a
phenomenal.
good song. It is so
Yeah.
good.
I will say the B side to it, I had never heard. I don't think till maybe last year,
I also have
and
never
I
heard
only
the B
discovered
side.
through a cover of it. It's Yoko singing, and it's a very kind of understated song called "Listen, the Snow is Falling." And there's a just for recommendation, there's a band called Galaxy 500 or Galaxy 5000 or something. In the '90s, they did a cover of it, which is phenomenal with like a full band and everything. I highly recommend. So it's a song that has
I'll give it a
a great
listen.
A and B side, but the I mean that's one that's it's eternal. That song. I mean
Hmm.
it's forever a fantastic message and a great way for his legacy to live on in a very positive and seasonal manner.
Seasonal matter. Yes, indeed.
Yes,
Well said. Very well said.
thank you.
All right.
All
Where you
right.
going now around here? No
See, do I
songs.
do I hop back to movies? Is the question. Do I hop back to movies?
I gotta say, all my movies here that are left, I could take or leave. So I don't think I'm gonna go to movies just in a few more picks.
Hmm. Could do I hop on another Christmas special though? Is the question too.
Hmm. Christmas specials are stacked.
There's there's a couple I would really like, but I don't know if I'm gonna get both of them anyway. So movies are I'm gonna lock in a movie here
All right, all
because
right.
this is well looking at my list right now. This is one I want to snack. There's some great ones maybe above it. Technically maybe there's some better movies or something, but I got to watch the Polar Express every year. I love the
Yeah,
Polar Express. That's one I really want in my repertoire.
that's
And
on my list.
yeah, I have
I love the Polar Express, man. I know it's a little divisive nowadays. I feel like people like either love or
it
hate it.
is. I think maybe part of it is also like we grew up with it for one,
Yeah.
so I don't think we're like too blinded by nostalgia. The holiday stuff, it is a lot easier to get blinded by nostalgia. In fairness, but I know a lot of people just the effects and the uncanny valley of it all makes people not big fans
I
of it, but
I
we
know
grew up
it's
with
the
it, so we
effects.
don't have any issue.
I there's something about like a almost like underlying creepiness in Christmas that is like
Fair,
kind
yes,
of like really cool, and like I really
yeah,
like when they like take it like that. Like not the Polar Express does try to be creepy, but it also is unintentionally creepy. But like I kind of like
mm.
that, like because Christmas is kind of like a mystical, magical thing when you talk about like Santa and all the mythos and like all that
Yes,
stuff. So I
and,
kind of
and the
like
kid is
playing into that.
and the kid is very timid the whole time. So he is already kind of out of his element, nervous and unsure.
Yeah.
So I guess it helps you put that in the driver's seat. But yeah, Polar Express, Tom Hanks doing double time, triple time, quintuple time. He's playing every role in this goddamn movie. I hope he got the biggest check in the history of cinema for
Uh,
this movie. Also, man, he did so much work.
I that would be interesting to look up. I don't know what even that what it, a little Oscar mention too. Please, come on. Where was
Yeah,
that?
come on, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
I gotta say, hold on. I completely forgot this is just a background. It totally looks like you're in this room.
Oh,
Like I was about to say to you, like that's such a nice tree ride.
I'm in my cozy little cafe. I'm just just chilling for
Yeah,
Christmas
yeah,
time.
cozy
No
little.
customers yet, but we're making do. We're making do.
Yeah, I think you have like one light bulb reflecting off it that kind of looks like it's one of the other light bulbs
Oh
in the
yeah,
picture.
I just
Yeah,
see that.
yeah. Anyway,
But
get
yeah. Oh,
sidetracked.
who's that? Is that the postman?
Oh yeah, delivering those Santa Claus letters.
Yeah, that's right. Get him to the North Pole, baby.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty, we're swinging things back to you.
Hmm.
This is the start of round 5.
I think I'm also gonna go back to a special. Just because
Okay.
I feel like those are the heaviest hitters right now on my page.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um,
I want to see if you're picking one of the ones I was considering.
I'm gonna take. I'm between two here. Between two. I want to take How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Damn it.
But that was it.
That yeah, it was between that and another one, which I'm probably going to pick now. But the Grinch was the one I was more specifically looking for, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, um, I don't know. There's some. This is also one that I didn't really like as a kid.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know. I didn't like the narrator's voice. And I just thought like the Grinch was just mean and a little scary to me.
Yeah.
But now it's just such a charm and like that nostalgic like little like animation style.
Yeah.
And,
Another one. The music's fantastic in this.
yeah, it's really good, really good. And I don't, yeah, there's something very Christmassy about Whoville.
Yes.
Well, I mean, not something. It's totally all Christmas, but I don't know. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, and another very sentimental, great little moment at the end when his heart grows 3 sizes that day.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, okay, so that special is off the table. I will probably dip back into the TV special pool, I think, and get my second one.
Talk
and to me. I'm going to grab Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Yeah,
Reindeer.
that was the one I was between.
Yeah,
pick.
it's yeah, sometimes I watch the Rankin Bass stuff, and I love Year Without Santa Claus. I love Santa Claus Coming to Town. Part of me, I don't know if they're quite on the level of Rudolph personally for some reason. I just think Rudolph, start to finish, is more tight. It's got better songs, in my opinion. So that's one that I always hold a little more dear, I guess.
I agree with what you're saying, but I actually hold Rudolph. I don't know. I don't have as much of a special connection with it as like Santa Claus is Coming to Town and Year Without Santa Claus, all the other Rankin Bass stuff. I don't know, but not to knock it. It still is.
Yeah.
I mean, my boy Hermie.
Hermie's right there, people.
And like the Yeti, what was the guy? Not Yosemite Sam.
The
Prospect.
Cornelius something.
Cornelius.
Yukon Cornelius.
Yukon Cornelius. Silver
it.
and Gold. I mean, like,
yes,
absolute bangers, and like a pretty Island of Misfit Toys, like a pretty well-made story too, considering it's fairly like
based off a 2-minute song. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, it's basically like their own like original story.
Yeah.
So
Which
yeah,
which is probably something that most of the Rankin Bass doesn't get enough credit for is Santa Claus Coming to Town, Year Without Santa Claus. Like from what I understand, they're all more or less
yeah,
just original stories they come up with, and they all still hold up.
yeah, yeah. Like the origin story of Santa and what if Santa was ever sick. Like yeah, those
Mm,
guys were killing it, man.
they were.
Bring them
They,
back.
I don't know. I think one of them might be still alive.
Let's exploit them a little bit, shall we?
But whether it's Rankin or Bass, I don't know. But all right. So now that takes us into round six, Mikey. Round six.
Okay, round 6 here.
I'm plotting my number six as well.
I think we're gonna go back to a song,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go on a little more religious tone here for Christmas. I'm gonna go "Hark the Herald Angels Sing."
Ooh,
I like the
banger.
I like the Frank Sinatra.
Okay, Frank version. Great. Yeah.
Just,
Gravitas.
but my favorite version is my local church's choir, of course.
Oh. Let me follow the Son, Holy Spirit. You give a shout out to the parish. Who might that be, Mikey?
Saint Anthony,
St. Anthony's,
San
of course.
Antonio.
Sant'Antonio. Yes, yeah, fantastic song. And a lot of religious music in general and religious Christmas songs. It's can be hit or miss sometimes, depending on you know, how it could be a little dull, maybe a little too
I don't
solemn, a
know when it
a
gets
little over the top. Hark the Herald Angels. Perfect tone. Perfect.
when it just like kicks that like chorus.
Mm,
It almost like it's very moving. Like it brings a tear to
yes,
my eye.
there's a lot of drama to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's great.
so that's a great pick.
Thank you, thank you. There were a lot of
I
songs.
think
Songs were the hardest one, I have to say.
they are because there's so many.
Yeah.
I was looking. I was like, oh, I could go with something. Exactly, like you said, something more solemn, maybe something funnier. I am gonna go with I think I'm gonna go back to a song as well, and I think be also joining a parish here, and it'll be the Church of East Street, and that's Santa Claus Coming to Town by Bruce Springsteen and the East Street Band. It is the to me the best version of the song. It's him making the song his own, and
Parish of
I
East
mean
Street.
the parish of East Street. I have a lifelong member. Thanks to my mother. I'm a lifelong member of the parish of East Street,
Very nice.
and
Very
and yeah, I mean the East Street Band is one of the best. It's the best backing band, if you want to call them that. I call them one of the best American bands of all time, in my opinion. And they make everything their own. They make everything sound fantastic, and it's a live version. You hear the crowd into it. They're having fun while doing it. You can tell, and so that's I'm locking that in for my second song.
very nice. Very nice. Okay, now. Do I close out my movies? Do I open up the door to the episodes? Or do I close out my specials here? Specials, now that you took Rudolph, there are
They
still
dropped in
there are
stock.
still a couple in play.
Yeah. Yes.
There are still a couple in play. I think I just gotta lock it in. Rankin Bass, my boy, A Year Without a Santa Claus.
I had a feeling. Great pick. Great pick.
Yeah, we already spoke pretty well on it.
Yeah, and it's another one that's just it's so creative. They go to Southtown and the story of the boy who doesn't believe and everything. It's an original story that works so well. And Mrs. Claus gets a lot to do.
Oh yeah, and you got the Miser Brothers, Mother Nature.
Yeah,
the mythos just grows with this one.
Yeah, that's one where like the Miser Brothers are not Christmassy related at all, but people think of those songs when they think of Christmas.
Yeah.
But yeah, and this is again another almost tearjerker when that little girl is singing "Blue Christmas" towards the end about it. There's not going to be a Christmas. Yeah.
So sad.
Yes.
So that closed out my specials. Santa Claus is coming
Okay,
to town.
so you're done with specials.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas and A Year Without Santa Claus.
That's a damn good lineup.
I don't know how you can beat that, Ryan.
I don't know if you can compete with that.
Ooh, Charlie Brown Rudolph.
Yeah.
You gotta pull a really good one here, but right now we're pretty
yeah.
You can't drop the ball on this last pick for specials.
No, I'm not. I don't think I'm going with the specials back there yet.
It's a tight race
because I can wait now with specials.
That's true.
Um, okay, let me look at movies right now. I might close out my movies.
Okay.
There's some really good ones left here.
Yeah, for
Some
sure.
really really good ones here.
For sure.
Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna do it. Forgive the potential recency bias, but I think this is a film that I saw that I have a feeling I will be watching every Christmas,
Oh,
perhaps multiple
this is
times
on my list. This
for
is
the,
on my list.
for the rest of my life, and that is The Holdovers.
Oh, that is also on my list, but not the one I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is so fucking good, man. It is so good.
Yeah, yeah, and it's one where previous Christmas, both you and my friend told me like, "Oh, you gotta watch this. It's great." And not only is it great, they each of you told me it's like right up your alley. You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
So I went into watching it like almost like pressure, like to like this movie, and it even exceeded my expectations. And it's one I know I'll probably be able to watch 100 times and never get sick of it. It's
Yeah.
just so
Such a
fantastic
charm
put
to
together.
it.
So,
Such a great
so that closes out my
message.
movies. I got Home Alone, Polar Express, The Holdovers.
Oh, hold on. A pen.
A pen.
Home Alone, Polar Express, Holdovers. Holdovers really just.
I got an eclectic list there.
Holdovers really. That kind of kills me here.
There's still I had tough sledding picking that last movie there. There's some great ones still up there.
Yeah, all the last movies on my list I have, like, I really can't like pick. No, I don't know which one I would pick to be the last one. They're all like
And when we're done,
pretty equal footing for their
and
own
when we're
reasons.
done, we can reveal, I guess, what didn't make the cut.
Yeah, yeah.
In a
Honorable
way,
mentions.
those are honorable mentions. Yeah.
I see. I had the Holdovers on my list. I don't think I was gonna end up picking it because it had like a lot more than just Christmas. Like it had like Thanksgiving, New Year's.
Fair.
It did, seem to surround itself with Christmas for the most part.
Yeah.
There is another movie on here that did the same thing, which I held it off a little bit. But
Okay.
it doesn't
I'm not,
dive into Christmas nearly as much as Holdovers, so I don't think I'm going to pick it. But it is a banger.
Okay, I'm not sure what movie this is. I'm curious when we get there. Okay.
All right. Yeah, it'll be in my honorable mentions, but I'm not going to pick it.
Okay. You're up. You picked the previous round?
What did I pick? Was it A Year Without Santa Claus. So
Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, you're done with TV specials anyway.
Yeah, I'm done with TV specials. I got one more movie, I got one more song, and episodes is still.
That's probably gonna be each of our last three picks, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. God, there's so many good songs. I don't know what to pick.
I don't know if you can really go wrong with songs, quite frankly.
All right. I'm gonna throw it out here. I'm going songs.
Oh boy.
And give me Wham! For Last Christmas.
Ooh, good pull.
Whoo! That's. I would probably say it's my favorite Christmas song.
Really interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just really love it.
That's what I got sick of for a while, honestly. Maybe just because I played a lot, or I just couldn't get into it for a while. But like the last like maybe 3 or 4 years or something, like whenever like that starts with that synth, I'm like, oh, this goes hard.
Yeah,
This is really good. Yeah.
And like some of the verses, like George Michael, he just goes in, man.
It's poetic, man.
Yeah.
Like the lyrics, like hold up, they're not just fun Christmas lyrics. Like it's just a great love song, independent of or breakup song, however you want to put it.
And I love the music video too. I don't know if you have you seen the music video?
Yeah, I have. It's it's very 80s from what I remember.
Lodge. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I love this song so much. I sing it like throughout the year.
Is that your second song?
That's it for songs for me.
That's your third song. Okay. So what's the final lineup?
I have Happy Xmas, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, and Last Christmas.
Good group. It's a good group.
That is pretty heavy hitting here.
That is heavy hitting. I'm probably gonna grab another song here. Got Christmas Space, Please Come Home. I got Santa Claus Coming to Town. I think I'm gonna go and grab another. God, again, there's so many great ones, but I think I'm gonna have to go with The Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Andy Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Bombastic and filled with energy, filled very seasonal song, and
Yeah, when
it
it
just
comes
gets you
in, like it
going.
just comes in hard.
Oh, yeah, knocking the doors off the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like one of those people, Andy Williams. I really think of him whenever I hear his voice. I just think Christmas, and I have some people have the same thing whenever they hear Sinatra's voice or Dean Martin's voice. So yeah, whenever I think or hear Andy Williams, this is the song I think of. And it's
Yeah.
there's so
Even though
many
I
good
don't have
songs.
him
But
on
it's a tough one to pick.
I don't have him on the list, but Dean Martin is the king of Christmas for me. Maybe Bublé. Bublé's up there.
I might be. I
You
have
gotta
no
pay
knock
respect
against
to
Bublé, but
Bublé.
I might be able to get behind Dean Martin being the king of Christmas. Nat King Cole, fantastic stuff as well. Frank is obviously Frank, but Dino has Dino's warm. His voice is warm. It's very inviting. It's very Christmassy.
Aura, as the kids would say. Aura.
Or as the kids would say, Dino had it. Dino had it. So that closed out my songs. Christmas
All right.
Baby, Please Come Home,
All
Darling
our
Love,
songs
Santa Claus is Coming
are
to Town,
closed.
Bruce Springsteen, and Most Wonderful Time of the Year,
All
Andy
right.
Williams. So I wanted to balance it out.
Yeah, I mean, excuse me. I did have another, like, kind of religious song here, or like not as it's like the same themes as "Hark the Herald Angels Sing." But
Yeah.
last Christmas, I just wanted to round it out.
Yeah, so that's similar to why I went with Holdovers. Kind of, make it
Yeah.
break it up a little bit.
Yeah. All right, I could finish out my movies, or I can dive.
We still
into
got
the
one movie
episodes.
pick left.
I
Wow.
still have one movie pick. I really don't
Good
know which one I'm
options.
gonna go for.
I have a guess.
Let me think here. Because let me listen. All right, I have Wonderful Life, Elf. I'm not gonna go one. I'm not gonna go that one. I think I gotta do it, man. I gotta do it. I gotta go Christmas Story.
Ah,
What were you
okay.
thinking?
I thought you were gonna go with the Santa Claus.
It's on there.
Hmm.
It is on there.
Yeah, Christmas Story was another one. That was probably the next highest one on my list, where I was like, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, but
It was tough. There
you
were
know.
so many that could have went in that last spot,
yeah,
but
Yeah,
I'm
there's a
happy
lot
with my
of-
pick here.
yeah, that's a great group of three you got.
Yeah.
And that makes up. I think those three make up probably 85% of TNT's programming over the next month or so.
Well, I know I don't have a single Santa Claus, so that makes up probably 2%.
Oh, well, Freeform. If we were doing Freeform's programming, I would pick
yes,
Santa Claus
Freeform.
1, 2, and 3. Yeah,
The 5 3 movie special feature.
five times in 25 days, you're getting all 3 Santa Claus in a row.
Oh my God! Wait, so
And that's just during the evening.
yeah, dude.
They might be playing a midday and morning. You can't rule it out.
Anyway, I love the Santa Clauses. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I love 1. I love 2, and I think 3 is pretty fun too. Did not make it though. We'll be on the. I guess we'll honorable mentions as you can piece together. But anyway,
Yeah.
Ryan, there is only one category left to tackle. You kick it off with episodes.
I still have to do my TV special. I have one TV special.
Oh, pardon me.
Yes, it's a tough one. You got I can't fumble. You got a good group there.
Yeah,
Um,
tight race here. Tight race.
I got to pick something else where it's just different, so
Mhm.
different, to balance things out. And this came out in 2017, I want to say, and this is the Gwen Stefani Christmas special. I think the Gwen Stefani Christmas album is, well, I honestly, it's one of the best Christmas albums I've heard, start to finish, bangers, and it's basically a live concert with some fun like backstage bits and pre-recorded segments and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be my last pick.
I had no idea this thing existed.
I think it's full things on YouTube. Do yourself a favor. It's very very good renditions, and she will change the arrangements a little bit, but not like to a point where it's distracting or changing things too much. It's still nice and Christmas.
Last time I heard Gwen Stefani, I was probably in like a Gap in the mall. or something.
Fair.
Anyway, all right, that
So now we're going. Now we just go back and forth with the episodes.
all right. Which breaks
I
our
got how many
rule?
did I write down here? I wrote down 14 here.
14. I have 6. Jesus.
Okay. I mean, there's still a good chance that you're
I don't think we're gonna.
6.
There is probably one that I think is gonna be a crossover.
Okay.
Well, 2. I don't know which one to pick
Okay.
yet, though. They're both from the same show.
Okay. There's one I feel like is on. I might be on your list, and if it is, I have a strong feeling you'll pick it.
I don't think that's my top pick, though. So, actually, yeah, because all right, I'm gonna go an Office episode.
Okay.
I'm gonna go a Benihana Christmas.
Oh, good one.
Yeah,
Good one.
I really
One
like
of the
that.
one of the 45-minute ones too, I believe.
Yeah, that's the one that I remember the most. Like when I was thinking about like what are Office Christmas episodes, that's the one that came up. You know, when they go to hibachi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, and they got a lot of great ones. A lot of good options there, and yeah, it's a very good pick.
Yeah.
Together, and I mean, Office episodes for all their Christmas ones. You can't go wrong.
Indeed.
Alrighty, I am gonna go. I think I'll go with Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's another one I watch pretty much every year, and it's again very wholesome. It's Mr. Bean comedy. You know what you're getting. It's always wonderful, and it's just a very pleasant Christmas tale of a simple man.
Very nice. Very nice, Ryan.
Yes.
I like it. Okay. Now, should we probably set the rule that it can't be the same show? You can't have 2 of the same show. Okay.
Fair rule. Yep.
So I will not pick my other Office pick.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I don't think he even thought about picking from this show. And I'm gonna go The Sopranos. And the episode is called "To Save Us All from Satan's Power."
It's right there on the list, my friend.
Really? The same episode?
Yeah. The Save Us All from Satan's Power. That's what I wrote down.
Thank God
yeah.
I picked it. Thank God I picked that. I'm like, there's no
That's
way he
what,
thought of this.
No, that's one. That's not one like every year I gotta watch it, but like
Oh no.
it's one like that works very well independently though. Like you can just watch it at Christmas and like it's wonderful.
Yeah, and like I always Sopranos' biggest theme is family, and Christmas's biggest theme is being with your family. So I feel like it makes so much sense, and it has some like really cool things where you like find out that, spoiler alert, Pussy was what's it called? He was wired the entire time.
Yeah, and it is cool to see him like piecing things together in these flashbacks around Christmas time, and there's some very calm moments of like just Carmela getting ready for Christmas and Carmela like sitting by the tree. It has the vibes. It still has the vibes.
That's the best thing about The Sopranos, like even behind all this like dark grit with like the crime, the family moments is the best. Carmela and Tony giving each other, exchanging gifts. Carmela giving Tony the dance, or Meadow giving Tony
the Billy Bass,
the Billy Bass, which brought all of his thoughts about Pussy again. So it is just such a great Sopranos episode.
Do you remember what the next episode in the show was?
I do not.
The next one after that was Pine Barrens.
Oh, this episode aired in April.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
That's gotta be annoying for like shows like that, which like because I mean like the old sitcom model, like they air from September through April or whatever, but nowadays with shows like they probably like for a lot of streaming shows too, it's like they don't know when they're gonna decide to drop them.
Yeah.
And HBO is like, oh, Sopranos, we can release this whenever is best for our programming. We don't need to wait.
I don't know what it was like when it first came out, but I'm sure it still worked. And then you got the Pine Barrens to follow up. Come on, that's a good. That's a good streak right there.
That's a hell of a streak right there. Yeah, because the episode is just a banger in terms of the show. It's not like, oh, it's a fun Christmas show.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's great, the bit where Bobby has to play Santa.
Oh yeah, It's
Yeah.
hilarious. Good stuff.
So yeah, fantastic pick. I'm gonna look for go. Let's go into the animated realm. Let's go with
Okay.
the Christmas Who from the I believe the second season of SpongeBob SquarePants.
That was on my list.
Yeah, wonderful episode of Sandy teaches them about Christmas and where the Christmas is from. They're all trying to do their best to celebrate it, and they're all hoping Santa Claus comes, and they get scared for a second, but oh boy, he does.
There was another a more recent Xmas Christmas. I'm saying Xmas because all I'm writing is Xmas for short.
Yeah,
Christmas
they
special.
it was like a stop motion thing they did,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and it had like
Yeah,
some
I've
really,
seen that.
really great songs.
Yeah, there's I've listened to that album. I have a few of those like in my Christmas playlist, and they made some bangers from that special.
Yeah, yeah, that was a good one, but good
Yeah,
pick. Now this last one, it's a little tough.
yeah. This is tough. I got some. I think I have some really good ones here. Um, hmm, hmm,
All right.
hmm.
There was one that I really wanted to pull out. It's kind of a wild card, but I don't know. I just think it shouldn't be allowed in hindsight. So I'll just save that for the honorable mentions. I'm gonna go with South Park Hanky the Christmas Pooh.
Oh, you got to make these groups eclectic.
Yeah.
It's a good one to make it happen.
Uh, I was searching for the perfect like adult animation comedy
Mm,
episode, and this is the one that stuck out the most to me. I don't watch a whole lot of South Park, but like this is like
yeah,
one of the South Park jokes that I like always remember, and like
yeah.
I always sing the song. But yeah,
Um,
that's my pick.
good pick. Good pick.
Thank you.
This is tough. I got some really good episodes left here.
I'm interested to see what's
But
coming.
I think I'm gonna go with a two-parter from not quite adult animation, but I guess some people would call it that, but I consider it quite family-friendly animation in a way.
The Simpsons.
And I'm gonna go with the Bleakening, Bob's Burgers two-part
Oh.
Christmas episode.
Ooh.
A wonderful one, and another one where musical. There's 5 or 6 songs they made for this, which are absolutely fantastic, as they do whenever Bob's Burgers decides to do music. Absolutely wonderful. So I'm gonna go with that one. And again, there's multiple great Bob's Burgers Christmas episodes to pick from, but this is the one that comes out on top simply because of the length of it, the songs, and it's just a great episode in general. So I got to go with that one. And Bob's Burgers is one of the best shows on TV.
Excellent. You always like when shows spice it up and throwing in some songs in there too.
Yeah.
Very
So
good.
that completes my list here of before we go through our lists entirely and
Mhm.
compare. Let's go through the honorable mentions. So
All right.
you start first. What movies were on the cutting room floor for you?
I had the Santa Clauses, all three of them, give or take,
Mhm.
but particularly the first. Second is a close. I really like the second one. I think it's a really it's
The
funny.
second one's
I think it's a
very
really
charming.
good like romance story.
It is.
Um,
It's very charming, and they have good chemistry. The two. Of
yeah,
them.
yeah. Klaus. That
Klaus was on my list.
yeah. I thought that was the one you were
Fantastic.
gonna go over when you were talking about like the holdovers, but
It was it was a tough one to leave out there, but Klaus is absolutely wonderful. That's
Yeah.
another one where it's almost required viewing every year.
yeah, it was just a little. I only not discovered, but like I only first watched it like 2 years ago, so a little too
Mhm.
early for me to give it the nod. But
Fair.
maybe on our next annual Christmas
Mm.
spirit draft. Anyway, I also had Miracle on 34th Street.
Same.
I had Die Hard, which I'm surprised you didn't pull the trigger on. No pun intended.
It I mean, I don't know if I really considered it that heavily.
Okay.
It would have balanced things out, but with just 3, it's hard to squeeze Die Hard in there. As much as I love Die Hard.
Yeah. Okay. And then the last one was what I was talking about with like the holdovers. It covers a lot of seasons.
Yeah. What is this one?
It was The Apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one. One of my favorite movies, honestly, a fantastic movie, but yeah, that doesn't quite scream Christmas.
No, yeah. I mean, it
More
hits all
more
the
meaningful around Christmas time.
yeah, it hits all the holiday givings, but Christmas
Yes,
wasn't really delved into to as a lot to consider it a Christmas movie. I would say.
yes, fair. Um, yeah, I had Miracle on 34th Street, fantastic. I had The Night Before, which I think is a phenomenal
Oh
movie.
yes.
Yeah, I know you're not a big Seth Rogen guy, but Seth Rogen, Joe Gordon-Levitt, Anthony Mackie have a fantastic chemistry in that movie about playing three friends. I have Klaus, Santa Claus. I have Arthur Christmas, which I love. You're not a big Arthur Christmas guy, right? Yeah. And then I also have because you can't have too much Giamatti in the holiday season. I have. Do you know the movie All Is Bright? I feel like I've told you about this movie.
No.
All Is Bright. It's Paul Rudd and Paul Giamatti play two Canadians who travel to New York City to sell Christmas trees because they're both pretty strapped for cash. And Paul Giamatti's character is right out of prison. Paul Rudd is now like in a relationship with Paul Giamatti's ex-wife. It's a dramedy. Again, great music to it, but cool city setting, great performances, clever writing. It's and again, very emotional at the end as well. It's still a fun movie. Still has some funny moments, but you're watching the movie for Paul Rudd and Paul Giamatti, so I had to throw a bone for that one. It's a really great movie. Not a lot of people know about.
Sounds good.
Mm.
Anything else?
That was the end of the movies
Oh,
on
really?
my
Okay.
list. Yeah, I mean, I have a longer list with good ones, but ones I knew I wasn't going to pick. These were
Okay.
ones that were on the table to be.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
Now, talk to me about your songs here, Ryan.
Oh, good lord, there's a lot here. Okay. Great Big Sled by the Killers, which I mean, I could throw every Killers Christmas song in here as a potential. Uh, Christmas song by the Raveonettes. I don't know if you know that one's fantastic. Christmas Treat by one Julian Casablancas. Man, you know, you put that on in the car, you're going 80 real quick. You don't even realize it. Christmas Lights by Coldplay, phenomenal song. Blue Christmas by Elvis was probably the closest one
Blue
that I nearly picked.
That was on there for me. That was very close.
Christmas is Time to Say I Love You, Billy Squire. Dominic the Donkey by Lou Monte. Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues. White Christmas, Bing Crosby. I mean, it almost feels like a sin neither of us picked White Christmas.
Bing.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing Bing.
No, Bing. We're sorry, Bing.
Yeah.
The Father Christmas himself.
Yeah, he's I think I gotta give it to Bing.
Step Into Christmas, Elton John. All Alone on Christmas, Darling Love. This Christmas, Donny Hathaway. And when you picked John Lennon, I almost wanted to go with the last song I have here, Wonderful Christmas Time, Paul McCartney, just to balance it out, to go back and forth with the Lennon McCartney.
I don't like that song.
A lot of people don't. I love it, but I know a lot of people don't, and I don't fight them on. People are like, oh, I don't like that one. I'm like, I see it, I get it.
Yeah. Okay. I had Dean Martin's "The First Noel." I really like that song. I don't know why. I really like it. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas by the Bublé himself.
The Bublé version. Okay.
Blue Christmas. I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus by the Jackson 5.
That's.
I really like that song.
I don't really like the song. The only version I'm kind of okay with is the Jackson 5 version because it's well put together and it's an actual child singing.
Yeah. And then It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. I guess take your fucking pick for version.
Yeah. I will also say for when you mentioned Jackson 5, another underrated one is Up on the Housetop, their version they have.
Oh yes.
Where and in part of it they sing like from the poem The Night Before Christmas, like to the top of the wall, dash away, all. And it's a cool little interpolation of something like that.
A little interpolation.
Yes.
Interpolation, Ryan.
Ira, do you know the song White Winter Hymnal by Fleet Foxes?
I do like the Fleet Foxes though, but no.
It's them. It's a very good wintry song that a lot of people associate with Christmas time. And someone did a version of it, I forget who, but they like 3/4 through the song that you hear, they kind of cross White Winter Hymnal with Happy Christmas War is Over, and it's quite pretty sounding.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Chills right there, Ryan. What's
Chills.
it called again?
White Winter Hymnal.
I gotta give it a listen.
I'll send you the exact version that has the crossover though.
All right, Ryan. Give me your
that's
episodes.
All the songs.
Oh wait.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I did say my songs.
Okay. This is probably maybe the better episode. Honestly, I think this is one of the best episodes of Bob's Burgers. The Plate Before Christmas. 2 years ago, I believe it came out now, and very emotional episode. It might be the highest rated on IMDb too. It has like a 9.7 or 9.8. Um,
Oh wow. Yeah, I
Night of
don't
the
remember
Meek
much
from
Bob's Burgers. So
Night of the
good
Meek from
run.
the Twilight Zone. Great Chris episode. The Strike from Seinfeld I considered because it's the Festivus episode, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I, I watch it around Christmas time. But Babies in Toyland, great Rugrats episode. Billy and Mandy Save Christmas. Office Christmas Party. Phineas and Ferb Christmas Vacation is another one. 45 minutes, great songs in it. That had some strong consideration. Secret Santa from The Office. Abed's Uncontrollable Christmas from Community, and A Very Sunny Christmas was again very close to being picked
Hmm.
from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So a lot of great episodes. Everything has a different flavor to it, and
Yeah.
a cozy TV Christmas never did anyone no harm.
I had Christmas Party from The Office. I had Secret Santa from The Office. I don't remember what the name was, but it's the King of Queens episode where Arthur gets them like this like little like red like buggy, and they gotta like
Oh yeah, I can't
they
remember
like
it
try
now.
to like dump it, but yeah, that was a good one. And then this was my wild card here. I don't know if it should count, but it's my favorite King of Queens episode of all time, and that is the Thanksgiving episode. It's like episode 8 of the first season, where they're in like the grocery store all day, uh, just
Yes,
like
I have
getting
seen
like
this one.
Thanksgiving. It's just I love that episode. It's my favorite episode,
Mm,
but it's a Thanksgiving episode, so I don't know. I
yeah,
felt wrong picking it.
I do miss kind of when shows could be like that where they know like they're making 20 of them, and they basically know when all 20 are going to air. So
Mm-hmm.
they can make a Thanksgiving specific episode, they can make a Christmas specific, even winter specific, Halloween specific, because they know exactly like
Yeah.
when it's going to air and cater to that. Which I mean, we just don't see as much anymore because they move everything around nowadays. But so it is nice little throwback features that the old shows have. But
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
are we on to the TV specials now?
Oh, we are. I only have 3 on my honorables here.
I wrote every special down because I didn't know what I was going to feel like or
Okay.
how the list was going to shape out because I didn't want to pick like 3 stop motion things or 3
Ooh.
musical specials or something. So
Make that 4. I'm
um,
forgetting one.
but I went with a Very Murray Christmas, Bill Murray Christmas special on Netflix. Uh, they air this on PBS right now. Happy Holidays with Bing and Frank. It is it's like maybe half an hour. It's just Bing Crosby and Frank Sinatra just like chilling and like they're just singing songs. And they go to a window when it's snowing and they sing a Christmas song. And then they go outside and they're walking down the street and they sing a Christmas song. They're going back and forth and singing together. It's very, very pleasant. So
Yeah, that sounds pretty
very
good.
low key special too. Um, the Dean Martin 1968 Christmas special I have on there, which is the Foldings on YouTube, which is very fun. Who Killed Santa? The Murderville Christmas special with Lego
Oh,
Masters own Will Arnett. Um, very fun.
that is a good one.
I almost considered picking Mickey's Once and Twice Upon a Christmas.
I had Mickey's
Uh,
once.
yeah, I would watch those every year as a kid, for sure. Christmas at Pee Wee's and the Snowman, the British beautiful Christmas special.
I
Um,
have Frosty. I was never gonna pick him, but he was on there.
I'm not a Frosty guy. I don't watch
Me
that one.
neither.
Yeah.
I have Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, and
Hmm.
then I have Prep and Landing.
Oh, I remember watching Prep and Landing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember it being fun.
And then Little Drummer Boy. Um,
Oh yeah, that one was pretty good.
and then just off the top of my head, hearing what you've said, does this count the Elvis Christmas special?
Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah for sure. Yeah,
All
the
right,
King,
yeah.
baby. Come on.
So,
We actually, funnily enough, we just made some sweet potato pie, and for Thanksgiving tomorrow. And I asked my mom, "Where is this recipe from?" And she said, because it was like a really old piece of paper that you could tell was ripped out. And she said, "Oh, this was from an Elvis cookbook. It was recipes that Elvis's like mother and family would make, and this is the kind of food Elvis ate growing up. And apparently, they made a cookbook from it. And the sweet potato pie served. So
very
the
nice.
king was eating well.
Very nice. So, let's look at our finalists here, Ryan.
Yes, yes. Let's let's compare now.
Look at
So
our
let's
movies.
start with the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here I have It's a Wonderful Life, Elf, and A Christmas Story.
Heavy hitters. I have Home Alone,
I
Polar
would say it's heavy.
Express, and The Holdovers.
That also pretty heavy. That,
Yeah.
is that our best category? I don't know. We'll see. Let's read on. Songs. I had Happy Xmas, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, and Last Christmas.
Like Christmas Baby Please Come Home, Santa Claus Coming to Town, and Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Man, Last Christmas in round 3. What a pull.
I'm surprised it lasted that long.
It was one that I think I had on my list, but I was just kind of going by it. Yeah. It's a steal.
It is. Oh yeah. Episodes. I had A Benihana Christmas, The Sopranos, To Save Us All from Satan's Power, and South Park's Hanky the Christmas Pooh.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean, Christmas Who, and The Bleakening from One Bob's Burgers. You have what was your first one again? Your first episode? Benihana Christmas, yes. You have a much more mature Christmas. Quite the...
Yeah, I guess I do. Well, you got Hanky Christmas Pooh.
You got Yankee, yes.
He rounds it out.
Yeah, you have a couple TV MA shows in there.
All right. Anyway, Christmas
no,
is
not
Christmas.
Two great episodes.
No matter the age,
yeah.
no matter the
yes,
language.
Christmas is for all.
Yes. All right, and then our specials. We got Santa Claus is Coming to Town, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and A Year Without Santa Claus. Ryan, I think I got that one. I think I got that one locked.
I think you probably got that one too. I mean, it was a toss up for my third one. That's why I went with the Gwen Stefani Christmas special. But Charlie Brown and Rudolph is the top two. I'm quite pleased with that top two.
That is a very, very strong top two.
Yeah, and I get I get 2D animation, some stop motion, something live action, more musical involved. All three of them are quite musical. So, but yeah, I think we did well.
We did. I'm proud. And this is our early. Usually our Christmas specials go up like mid-December, but I intend to put this one up early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? Wait, maybe there's even 2 Christmas specials. Cool.
Oh, we might have to discuss.
Might have to discuss.
Folks, we're going to let you decide who won this draft. I'm going to be posting the final list. I'll make a nice pretty little graphic for you guys on Instagram. You tell us who won the draft, me or Ryan. I think it was me. What do you say, Ryan?
You definitely got specials. I'll definitely give you specials. Yeah.
Just saying.
And I mean your movies as well. Where those are 3 heavy hitters there.
Well, you got some heavy hitters on movies.
Yeah, I do. Maybe a little. Yeah, maybe your movies are a little too mainstream. It's my only thing. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe I went too artsy though. Too. I don't know.
Why? Because you picked the holdovers?
Yes.
Well, we'll let the folks decide. But
yes.
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
From all of us folks here at the Brinx, Chuck, and Hearse podcast, we wish you all a Heidi,
ho, ho, ho!